What's up, Sagittarius? How are you guys doing? It is time for your weekly check in. We're going to see how the energy is looking with you guys for the first week of December. My apologies for being so late on this. I know I am super backed up and super behind. Really heavy, intense Mercury retrograde. You know how that goes. It hit hard over here. Anyway, though, the show must still go on as I work my ass off to get caught up on everything. Catched up. As I work to get catched up on everything. All right. So, if any of you are in need of a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. All right. Let's see how the energy's looking between Sagittarius and the person they're dealing with in the first week of December. How's the energy looking? How's the energy looking? How's it looking, universe? Sagittarius and the person they're dealing with. Unfinished business. For some of you, a toxic on and off cycle. I know y'all hear me say that a lot, and I always feel bad because I feel like those of you who haven't been on and off, like, why does he always say that? He always says on and off. You would have it would blow your mind if you knew how many readings I do regarding on and off relationships. I would say, on average, it's probably about 40%. About 40% of all the readings that I do are on and off situations. That's a significant number when it comes to all of the different types of situations and scenarios that I read. 40%. That's a lot. Anyway, let's see how the energy's looking. Oh, damn, especially when the codependency card comes out. All right. Some of y'all got stuck in a toxic on and off codependency attachment. But whether it was on and off or not, there's still a really strong feeling of unfinished business. A real strong feeling. God damn, straight out the gate, no lead into it or nothing. I think the universe did you a favor. I don't know what it was that separated the two of you, but the universe did you a favor. It definitely took the trash out for you. 100%. 100% took the trash out for you. Well, I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I feel like the door is hanging wide open. Oh, and are you surprised to see this dude right here? Come on now. The door's hanging wide open, but this person is too afraid to come forward and approach you. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this. I'm just going to kind of throw this out there. If you are sitting around wondering whether or not this person learned their lesson, or whether or not this has been a wake up call, or whether or not they have changed their views or changed their mind, or if they regret what they did, if you're asking any of those kinds of questions, this person doesn't even believe that they did anything wrong. If anything, they feel justified in what they did, right? Like, I know I cheated on you, but that's your fault. You made me cheat on you. That type of energy. And believe it or not, I hear that all the time. Oh, I hear that all the time. There's a lot more people out there who are very, very sick in the mind than you know. A lot more. Anyway, though, this person does miss what you all used to have. You know, I mean, at some point, things between the two of you had to have been good, right? I would imagine. And they miss that. But yeah, man. Devil card, Seven of Swords. King of Wands reversed. The universe took the trash out for you. Okay. Let's see how they feel about you at the deepest level. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? King of Swords. Hang on. King of Cups reverse. They don't want you to know that they have any kind of feelings for you whatsoever. They don't want you to know. Nine of Swords. Yeah, man. See, they're scared though. Are you surprised to see the Devil card again for the second time in a row? Or Krampus, whatever the fuck. I think that's who that is. It was into my other Christmas deck. Yeah, we fucking decked the goddamn halls here in the Lopp house, bro. We decked the shit out of them halls. Fuck it. I love that shit. So I think this person does want to be with you, but under one condition. You do things their way. This is a classic case of if you would do things my way, it would work. If you would do this way and that way, and stop doing this way and start doing that way, you. If you would do this, it would work. Not me. I don't need to do anything different. I'm the one in the right here. That's their mindset. Long story short, what's that sound like? Sounds like Albert Einstein's definition of insanity, doesn't it? To keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me. Some of y'all dealing with a Scorpio. Who else I got? I got Capricorn, Taurus. But could be anybody. Those are just energies. All right. Well, let's get some advice. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Okay. So you know me. Not going to tell you what to do. I'll tell you this, though. I mean, honestly, it doesn't take a tarot card to tell you that the person you're dealing with is not your fucking person. Maybe you care, maybe you don't. Some people do, some people don't. But it ain't. It ain't. And I tell you this much. The person that you're dealing with is serving as an energetic blockage, preventing you from attracting your divine life partner. If you ever have any hopes of attracting your divine life partner, first things first, the primary law is the law of vibration. So the first thing you have to do is get the snippies and start cutting people out of your life that are holding you back and weighing you down vibrationally. Then raising and ascending in vibration, healing, evolving. Don't chase for the relationship. Don't do that. People are always coming to me. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? When's my person coming? When are they coming? When are they coming? They're not coming while you're in that mindset. They don't come until you are in a vibration of abundance. When you're in a vibration of abundance, you are not going to be desperately hoping and wishing and waiting for your person to show up. You won't give two diddly fucks when or if your person shows up when you reach the vibration of abundance. The analogy, I love to use this analogy because we did this today. For those of you who have heard me use the analogy of your stomach, when you have a void in your stomach, all you think about is food. Food, 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 food. What am I going to eat? When am I going to eat? I don't really give a damn what I eat. I just need something to fucking eat to fill this void. The void in your stomach is full. Food is the last thing on your mind. Me and my wife went shopping today, right after we ate. I don't even want to look at food. The void in my stomach is full. I don't want to look at food. It's the last thing on my mind right now. By default, when there's a void in your heart, all you think about is love, love, relationships, love, sex, love, relationships, intimacy, love, love, sex, relationships. Who's going to come love me? When are they going to come? I really don't care who it is, just as long as a faceless, nameless, random somebody comes and loves me as soon as possible. That's what's going to make all these sad, empty feelings hop up and go flying out the window. But if the void in your heart is full, relationships, sex, intimacy, love, that's the last thing on your mind by default. By default. You know what the difference is between your heart and your stomach? The void in your stomach is real, it's tangible, it's physical. That's why you have to fill that void from the outside in. Is the void in your heart real? Is the void in your heart tangible and physical? If so, you better have your affairs in order because it's not real. It's an illusion. It's not a void, it's a low vibration. That's why nobody can fill this void because it's not a void. It's not something missing. There is no lack of love in here. There is no missing piece. There is no other half out there somewhere. It's not the way it works. You don't have to spend any time mingling in the spiritual community before you hear somebody utter the phrase, "We are all one." We are all connected. And then in the next breath, they say, "I need to find my other half." Are you fucking stupid? Come on now. You ain't got no goddamn other half. It's not a void, it's a low vibration created by the illusion of separation that we experience in this dimension. It's an illusion. Just like sitting down and putting on a virtual reality mask and having your memory wiped. It's an illusion. Okay? That's why nobody can fill that void because the void's imaginary. It's not even there. So when you try to fill a void with a relationship or with a person, the way it really works is you bring a person into your life who matches your vibration. And if your vibration is empty, lonely, broken, and sad, well, you're going to attract a person who matches the frequency of emptiness, loneliness, brokenness, and sadness. Where most people get confused and think they're in love is that when you very first come together, oh, you're going to get each other high like you're on a drug, right? It creates the most intense, invigorating, intoxicating explosion of emotions that temporarily distracts you from all that shit going on in here. It's no secret. People yell it from the rooftops loudly and proudly, right? I need someone to share my life with. I need someone to talk to. I need someone to meet my emotional needs. Need is a lack vibration. And when I'm with you, all of my problems disappear. Right? I completely forget how lonely I am. I completely forget how insecure I am. I completely forget about all of my depression and my insecurities and my anxieties when I'm with you. That's the energy that's binding 95% of the relationships today. How's that working out for everybody? How's it been working out for the past 2 or 3 decades? Well, if it was working out, I wouldn't have a job. Okay. Anywho, we're trailing off a little bit. Let's rein it back in. I know somebody needed to hear that. Chances are, if you're mad at me now, I'm talking to you. All right. Let's see what's going on with the singles and the person that you're interested in. Judgment reversed. Ooh, wow. What is going on with this shit, man? One person's making a decision, the other person isn't. So I guess ultimately, retrospectively, and in the grand scheme of things, there is no decision being made because one person isn't making a decision. And I don't think that's you. I don't think so. I do not think that's you. I feel like you have your mind pretty made up as to what you want, what your intentions are, where you want this to go, but the other person just doesn't. They don't know what the hell they want. They don't really want to lose access to you for some reason, but they don't really want to give you everything that you want, right? So, what is it that they are gaining from this connection? That's my question. And that's a serious open ended question. What are they gaining from this? They're gaining something from it because they don't want to lose access to the connection. But at the same time, they don't want to give you everything you want from it. Sounds to me like they're taking advantage of you. Don't hold me to that yet. This isn't their energy. This is a general energetic overview from your perspective. But that's what it's kind of starting to sound like. I could be wrong. We'll check in a minute. But yeah, very, the most common message to come through singles in your love interest. No forward movement. No decision being made. And honestly, you know what? You're this fucking close to losing interest, aren't you? You're this close. This close. I think it's hanging on by a fucking thread. And I know how y'all roll. You could just wake up one day for no reason in the world and be like, fuck it, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm done. Right now, though, you're still holding on to a little bit of hope. Not willing to let that go yet. Not quite. And some of you dealing with a Cancer. I also have, could be a fellow Saggy. I feel like this is your energy, though. Way off balance. Person's knocking you way, way off balance. I feel like you're dealing with an emotional manipulator, dude. Yeah, let's see their energy, their feelings, and their intentions. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Oh, shit. That's a weird card to come out for their energy, isn't it? I don't know what the hell to say about that yet. I ain't gonna lie. You know what that is, right? Seven of Cups, the card of having multiple options. I think they want to keep their options open. I don't think they want to commit to anyone. Anyone. This ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't think they want to commit to anyone. This person's fake as shit. You know that, right? Or maybe do you suspect that? Yeah, they put on a big front. A big front. I highly doubt that very many people, if anyone at all, knows this person for exactly who they are. Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Well, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just get the advice. Okay. So, if you like, just for giggles and shits, you can do a few tests with this person. Now, let's go ahead and lay it on the table that you shouldn't have to test someone. You shouldn't have to do that. If you find yourself having to test someone, that may not be someone you need in your life. But let's have some fun. One of my favorite tests, and this is with anybody, I don't care who it is. I mean, I'm happily married to my divine life partner, who is a Sagittarius, by the way. I do this with friends, family, business partners, acquaintances. If you can, which especially in a romantic situation or potential romantic situation, it makes it a lot easier. Set a boundary. I mean, we should all have boundaries, anyways, just as common human decency, common sense. We should all have boundaries. Set a boundary. And it helps if it's a boundary that kind of inconveniences this person a little bit. Not really inconveniences them, but doesn't benefit them. Let's put it that way. I'm not saying try to inconvenience them, but a boundary that doesn't benefit them, if that makes sense. See how they respond to it, see how they react to it. That'll tell you everything you need to know about whether or not this person respects you. One thing that I see happen in the dating world so frequently is people test to see if someone will overstep their boundaries. And if they don't, well, then they talk trash about them. Like, I swear to God, I shit you not. I saw a video one time where this girl said she met some dude on Tinder or some shit. They went out to eat and came back to her place to spend the night. She told him, "We're not having sex tonight. So don't even get that thought in your head." He said, "Okay, no problem." And she went to bed and he slept on the couch. And she said, "Are you gay? You're not even going to try? You stupid bitch. You stupid bitch." That's how you end up with narcissists. That's how you end up with narcissists. I want you to disrespect my boundaries. Oh, it's sexy. It shows me that you desire me. Yeah, it's going to be real sexy when you're caught in the grip of a fucking narcissistic psychopath because you wanted someone who would disrespect your boundaries just because it's sexy and it makes you feel good about yourself. Stupid bitch. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. A person who has good intentions, who can bring and add value to your life, who could serve your highest good, who's not trying to manipulate you, will respect your boundaries. The only person that's going to disrespect and push your boundaries intentionally and willingly is a self centered, service to self, greedy, narcissistic fuckbag who gives no fucks whatsoever about you. That's who's going to overstep your boundaries. And hey, if you want to play that game because you think it's cute, you think it's sexy for someone to overstep boundaries and try to manipulate you and try to beg and plead after you set boundaries, don't come to me wondering why the person you're with is so fucking toxic. Don't come to me. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. That will tell you a lot about a person in the very beginning. A whole lot. And there's another one. And this one's kind of like as things progress in the beginning weeks and months. Simply express a concern of some sort. All right. Now, when you do this, you have to do it like a calm, cool, respectable adult. Because if you come at me bitchy, shitty, and aggressive, I'm clapping back bitchy, shitty, and aggressive. Then we're going to be into a fight. That ain't going to fix nothing. Bring a concern to the table like a calm, cool, respectable adult and see how they respond to it. We're not saying that this person is supposed to flip a switch and turn into the idealized version of who you think they should be in your imagination overnight. We're looking for any effort whatsoever to alleviate your concerns. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Now, you can't demand it out of them. I'm not saying demand it. You step back and watch. I'm going to bring a concern of mine to the table and let you know that I feel a certain type of way about something, or something bothers me, or something makes me feel uneasy. I'm just going to lay that on the table and I'm going to step back and see what you do with it. If you at least attempt to alleviate my concerns in any way, I'm looking for your intentions, right? I'm looking for signs that you care about how I feel. At minimum, bare minimum, I'm at least going to explain myself, right? I'm at least going to say, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's not really how it is, you know? And I'm going to explain myself. I'm going to explain my thoughts. I'm going to explain my intentions. And I'm going to give you some insight as to what's really going on in here. That's minimum. That's bare fucking minimum. Just because I don't want you to feel that way. This is the truth. This is how it really is. This is what my intentions really are. This is what I really meant by it. Right? Minimum. I mean, ideally, I'm going to work on completely changing that behavior because I don't want you to feel that way. But I'm going to make some sort of attempt to alleviate your concerns. It's about intention. But if you express a concern like a calm, cool, respectable adult, and they make no attempt whatsoever to alleviate your concerns, it goes in one ear and out the other. They just keep doing it over and over and over again like they don't give a fuck. And especially if they try to make you feel stupid for it. If they shame you and try to make you feel crazy, that means they don't give two fucks about how you feel. Do not demand that out of them. You can't demand somebody to feel a certain way. You can't demand that somebody treat you a certain way. You can't demand an apology. That's one of the stupidest goddamn things that people do. Demand an apology. You know how stupid that is? An apology means I feel sorry, right? When somebody apologizes, that's what that means. That means that I regret whatever I said or whatever I did, and I feel sorry for it. It's a feeling, it's an emotion, right? It's an energy, it's a vibration. You can't demand that I feel sorry. So where are the wires crossed in your mind? Are you stupid enough to think that you can demand that I feel a certain way? Or are you okay with me just saying that I'm sorry and lying to you? Right? Demanding apologies is the stupidest shit in the world. Don't do that. Don't do that. What do you want me to do? You want me to just say sorry? I'm not. I'm not sorry for what I said or what I did, but you want me to say I am? Even though I'm not, and lie to you? Or are you dumb enough to think that just because you demand it, I all of a sudden feel sorry now? Or every now and then you'll catch the person who's sorry not for what they did, but they're sorry that they had to suffer a consequence. Is that what you want them to say? 9 times out of 10, when you get an apology you demanded, that's what it is. I'm sorry that you're bitching and complaining. I'm sorry I have to hear your fucking mouth, right? You can't demand somebody feel a certain way. You know what my philosophy is? Let people do whatever the hell they want. If you step back and let people do whatever the hell they want, it ain't going to take long at all for them to show you what they want. When they show you what they want, do not try to force them to conform to your imagination. When they show you what they want, believe it and respond accordingly. It'll make life a lot easier. You will avoid so much toxicity and unnecessary bullshit and drama. And essentially, you'll make a beeline straight towards your divine life partner as well. But if you don't feel like fucking with all that, hey, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Sagittarius family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is all down here in the description. All right. I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.